Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. Alright folks, how's it going? You know, you get them times where you think, you load up your rucksack, I'm only coming out for an overnighter. You think I was coming out for a frigging month. The epoxy weight of it. And anyway, there it is, ran over if you like. Meeting up with Barney and a few, I think his nephew and a couple of other people. So yeah, got a nice overnighter. So stay tuned, as I say. Oh. Alright folks, so I'm here, blowing out my arse. I suppose it's time to get a brew on, eh? I suppose wondering why my pack's heavy. I've got 10 litres of water, 6 beers as well, and then obviously other water as well. So I suppose it does take up, it's quite a bit of dead weight in it, water, but it's needed, especially this time of year. I'm sweating my knackers off. So for the observant individuals, got my Ray Mears knife. I'm starting to use it now. It's been in the box for about 8 months really. I only used it a couple of times, and I think what a waste of money. I might as well just get it out and start using it. And it's a knife in it, so that's what I'll be using it for. So and Barney hasn't seen it yet either, so and I'm not going to let him see it. So I'm going to have some of that. A little while back I gathered some Chimera and Augustifolium, fireweed, Capoya, apparently it's drunk in some other country. Don't want to mention their name in case YouTube. Don't know how much you're supposed to put in there. I had this stuff fresh and it was all right, but it seems to be more perfumey. It's got more of a perfume smell, obviously, as it dries. And I think Barney wanted to try it as well, so I've bought it out for him to have a go, because obviously he's a bit of a, because he obviously likes his Darjeeling coffee. So yeah. Now that actually looks like a weak tea, don't it? You know. But it has got some flavour, it really has. That's nice, it really is nice. I'll certainly be getting some more of that. Dry it and then keep it in the shed. Definitely recommend that, especially if you're someone that, you know, likes your herbal teas and green teas and stuff like that. Every now and again, and it's great to have an inventory. And now I've got my tin pouch, and I'm just looking in now. I'm thinking, yeah, I think half this crap that I've got in here is just going to come out and be poured on today's fire, just to get it going. I've got some red cedar bark, maybe a bit of birch bark, and then a load of toot in there really. A bit of fatwood, I suppose, but and a string for a bow drill. And I've got a bit of plastic bag, nappy sack, that will probably add some sort of tinder in there at some point. Ended up taking more slivers than I did. I'll get rid of. Fatwood. Amazing what you put in your tinder pouch, isn't it? Wax disc. Let's just get rid of all the crap, eh? I checked my messages, got one off of Barney, and he basically said to me that I was a camp bitch. The bloody audacity of the man. Who does he think he is calling me? He's the bitch, not me. Yeah. Doesn't feel overly stable, does it? So, obviously because there's a few chaps coming out today, I'm just making a couple of pot hooks, and I've used a bit of sycamore because the branch was down, or cut it down when I used it. Anyway, and what I did was I've put a couple of I've put some notches in it, obviously to adjust it, you know. But I didn't beat notch it. I literally all I've done was cut into it with my saw at an angle, creating a little bit of a stop cut, if you like, and then just cutting into it. And then what I'll do is I'll put a little piece, I'll make a little Prusik loop there, and then obviously you can adjust it up and down over the file. Yeah, so there it is. I didn't cut the bit of cord long enough, so I did a little Prusik loop there, and then I just tied it off, and then literally just put that through there, and then you can adjust it if you want it lower down next to the fire, and so on and so forth. So you get the picture here. Alright, saves you doing the old beak notch. And then I've got another one now where you can just put your pan on it, or I could turn it up and put another cord there as well, couldn't I? Alright, let's make it long enough. So yeah, literally round now, cross it over and through there. It don't matter, it's only if you want the cord. Take the cord back there. It's under a bit of pressure. Look, we've got another one there, look. Mind you, that one's a bit far away from the fire. We have to move that one over. So over like that. Create a cross or an X rather than a cross actually, and then it just goes through there, through the middle. And the same again on the other side. So you wrap it round, you create an X, and then the leading line goes through the middle of the X there, and on fingers and thumbs. And there you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, see. Thinking I'm going to be using this a bit more, like I said in the last video. It's got a built, you know, obviously the inner tent is it's got a mosquito net in it as well, so obviously that's quite handy. I'll probably find myself using this in the summer and me tarp in the winter, but who knows. I'm going to start using this a bit more. I know it's a bit more enclosed than being under a tarp, But hey ho. So I did my camp bitch duties. Look, made up a little I don't know, me and it's just gone blank. But anyway, for suspending hooks over the fire so people can put their cups on and stuff like that. Got the wood there, chopped all the wood up. I'm now having a brew. So Barney, if you're watching this, son, don't come up here trapping it off, son, calling me a bitch and everything else to me. I've got to get everything ready because I've already done it. Alright, let's go do one, son. So I've found a bit of sported ash. I think what I'll do now is I'll carve a little spoon, I think, while I'm sitting here waiting for people to turn up. Don't know how long it'll take, but we'll get started on it anyway. Here's a little sheath I knocked up out of wood, and then all I've done is wrapped a bit of leather around it with a bit of studding, and it just keeps a little carving knife in there. Well, a few more reprobates turn up. Old Barney's there, talk to his mate. He's out. I don't think you're not really a bushcraft. He's not a bushcrafter, is he? Ben, you're not into that. Camping.
He's a football fan. He's not even a bushcrafter, is he?
Oh really? You're not a bushcraft. It's a bit like mods and rockers, isn't it? You know what I mean? Oh right.
Outside twice.
Have you really? Slept outside twice. Well, once your missus kicked you out the house, and then.
Yeah, essentially. No, I've done one camp at a campsite with him, and then one for a work thing where they put your tent up for you and you got in at the end of the night, and that was it. But,
oh really?
Yeah, all new to me, mate.
Oh really? Oh brilliant.
But we've got you here to take care of us, Des.
No, you're the bitch now, mate. You do it.
No, you've done all the wood prep.
Oh, I know.
You give it the big one for your video, isn't it? It's you that does all the bitch work, isn't it? So
he's under the old Helicon Tex poncho. No, what tarp's that, Bart? Is that a Helicon Tex?
Yes.
Oh, that's the actual tarp.
It's the small one.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
2.5 metres by 2 metres.
I called that a poncho and then realised there ain't a hood on it.
Yeah, it's more akin to a basher.
Yeah, it's not a bad size, is it?
Decent size, I like it, yeah.
Ah, so there you go. And then we've got Lloyd, who's setting up his tent.
My tent.
Oh, it's your tent. Well, you know what? I'll tell you how psychotic Barney is, right? He's able, how much kit he's got, he was able to kit out the 3 of them, right? So there you go, a bit psychopathic really with his gear, and he obviously spends a lot of money. He gets paid too much money.
You've got some front, haven't you?
It's surprising really, because he's a rent boy. So he normally should be out of pocket.
You can never rule him out. Like
Barney's boudoir.
The other day.
He won from the back somewhere, didn't he? When he was,
Yeah, he won from the back.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, Ben set up. That's the Helicon text top,
he looks like
baby bag, elephant skin ground sheet. There's my little setup there, yeah. And then there's Barney's MSR tent, the Elixir, and Lloyd's staying in there tonight. Oh yeah. Some steak. I've got some biryani rice for dinner tonight.
Right.
I'm going to start cooking.
I'll move over there because I'm downwind at the minute.
If you make sure you don't sit there, because that's where the
smoke's going really. Yeah.
Sit over here would be good for you.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to do 2 at a time then.
There's bacon, onion.
That looks well nice.
Doesn't it? Like, considering that's just like something really simple.
To be fair, I'm pretty hungry now.
Yeah. Didn't have a lot.
Come out as well.
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
That's a proper meal, that though.
Matt
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
come out with his e-bike.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
lovely.
think he's riding up.
You want me to run my thumb down the sausage?
It's like a porno, isn't it?
It is, look at it. Greasy, cheesy and long. Everything that Barnes known for.
He's a dirty girl.
Look at that.
Oh.
Wrap a bit of fat round it, Barn.
If anyone wants to check out my OnlyFans page, it's Barney's Bimbles. OnlyFans. OnlyFans and YouTube.
Barney's grinder.
No?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That looks alright, isn't it?
Nice. Bacon, hot dog, cheese.
3 of your 5 a day, Des.
It's what?
3 of your 5 a day in that.
Is it?
Yeah.
3 or 5 unhealthy a day.
Yeah, I reckon so. You can just feel your arteries start sort of
Oh, I hope so.
thickening.
I need a bit of clag in it.
Yeah.
Arteries are highly overrated.
Yeah, definitely.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
What are they all about?
What's that fat's all about?
Yeah.
Right, in the end there, folks, I suppose there weren't really a lot going on. It was just a few blokes having a laugh in the woods, really. So if you get this far in the video, then great. But it was nice meeting Ben for the first time. Thank you very much, sir. Great.
Pleasure, Des. Pleasure.
Lloyd's over there doing his bitch job. He's taking the log back, and then obviously the other bitch, Barney, partner in crime. So yeah.
Thanks for coming, Des.
Yeah, no worries, man. Great weekend. We had a great weekend, and we were talking about a fire god, Fat Eddie, and his wife Edna, and obviously Barney yesterday did the bow drill twice, and then what he did was, he wanted to give his drill and the hearth and everything else back, back to the fire gods, and we were sort of like having a little check to see who the fire gods were. And we kind of come to the conclusion, within the UK especially, it's Fat Eddie and his wife Edna. So kind of that's what we've gone with. So if you want to, Google Fat Eddie and check him out. Laters folks, have a good one.